Hey everybody, Brandon Boyd with The Brandon Boyd Show. Thank you so much for watching. This is going to be an exciting edition of the Weekly Pointers News Update. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about. We're going to talk about American Express Gold offers, a new Centurion lounge opening up in Atlanta Airport, a new credit card that could be a game changer for those of you that are interested in adding a good player two to your credit card strategy. The Fed may be hiking up the interest rate, gas prices are soaring, and of course we'll always end the show on a good food deal as well. Before we get started, don't forget to be awesome. Give me a big thumbs up on the video and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notifications for alerts. All right, let's say you're new to all this, right? You're saying, Brandon, what is the Weekly Pointers News Update? It is so simple, okay? All I do is take all of the news related to credit cards, points and miles, travel, money, finance, and everything in between, and I consolidate it into one video that comes out every Sunday evening. On one side of the screen, you'll see a list of the topics I'll be covering. The topic will be highlighted while I'm talking about it, and there'll be a timer down below to let you know how long I'm going to be discussing each topic. You'll also be able to find chapters down in the description below. Think about how easy that is. I do all the homework for you. I try to save you endless scrolls on your phone trying to find the latest news on all of these topics. I put them in one video. It's like I've done all the work for you. It couldn't be any easier, but we've got a lot to cover today, so stick around to the end for the whole video and make sure you catch up on all the news, and I say we get going. Let's go. This is pretty fun news, okay? So American Express is opening a new Centurion lounge in the Atlanta International Airport, and this thing is supposed to be massive. In fact, it's going to be the largest Centurion lounge that's going to be open at 26,000 square feet. That's a lot of feet, by the way. It's going to have a lot of the benefits that you already associate with Centurion lounges, which are already good to begin with. However, there will be some little local flair in there as well to separate it out from the other lounges. First, there's going to be several outdoor areas so you can get a view of the landscape. There's going to be an open tarmac view as well, which sounds pretty cool. And there's also going to be localized dining and beverage options, including a bourbon bar. I'm going to have to go there. You know, being from Kentucky, how can I pass up a bourbon bar? It's going to be centrally located as well between the domestic and international terminals, so it should be pretty easy to get to. I'm excited about this. We always find our way through the Atlanta airport at some point. We fly Delta a lot, so that's no surprise that we're going to be flying through Atlanta quite a bit. And when we do, we'll put up a review on the channel and let you see what this looks like in real life when it opens up in 2023. Let me know what you think about this huge new lounge. While we're on American Express, let me touch on a couple of offers that are out there right now. Okay, there is an offer for the American Express Gold Card right now. We had to open this up in incognito mode, and it shows up in some referral links as well. The current offer is 90,000 membership rewards with 20% back in restaurants up to $250. Now this seems like kind of a combination of some of the higher offers we've seen. If you go to Resy.com right now, you'll see a 75,000 point offer with 20% back on restaurants up to $250. Also, on some referral links, and then just some random links you can find online as well, you can find offers for 90,000 membership rewards with the Gold Card. However, now those are combined to make one superpower of an offer, 90,000 points with 20% back on restaurants up to $250. So keep an eye out for that because that offer is out there, okay? Another thing I want to mention as well, I put out a video on Friday about this and I'll link it down in the description below, but there's currently a +5 offer on restaurant spend with referral offers from several different American Express cards, okay? There's been reports of this being across not just the charge cards like I mentioned in the video, but other cards as well. So use that as a reminder to look at your cards and your referral offers to see what's available for you specifically. The +5 offer is really simple to follow, okay? All you have to do is refer someone from one of these cards that has the offer. Let's say, for example, you have the Gold Card and you're sending somebody a referral link to sign up for any American Express card that's within that referral link. If they get approved, then you will get +5 points on every transaction in restaurant spend for 3 months, which is pretty cool, all right? Especially if you have the Gold Card, which is already at 4 times points. If you add that +5, that's 9 times points for 3 months. Not a bad deal at all, so make sure you check your referral links and see what you have to offer and send it out to all your friends and family, and don't forget to check on that American Express Gold offer as well. I'm gonna throw a little bit of a curveball at you with a new credit card that could be a big game changer when you're trying to add on a player two to your overall credit card strategy. If you're not familiar with what player two means, that probably means that you are player two, and that's perfectly fine, all right? I started out as player two, in all honesty. Player one is typically the person that's focused in on the strategy, and they'll bring in a player two to help earn more points through referrals, referring back and forth, things like that. This could be a spouse, partner, could be a travel buddy, it could be anything, all right? But think about this, those new people, sometimes they make mistakes, and they have a hard time figuring out which card to use for what, and maybe they swiped a transaction and you're like, no, why did you do that? Why did you swipe for that? You should have done something else. Well, there may be a solution here. The Curve card is a credit card with no annual fee, and it acts kind of like PayPal, where PayPal is the service that you use to pay, but it's backed up with a different card. The Curve card has a back-in-time feature, and let me explain this because this is very unique, okay? You can swipe your no annual fee card and it can be backed up with a certain credit card, okay? Let's say your player 2 swipes it for everything. They swipe it for groceries, gas, shipping, whatever it is. They don't know what to do. They swipe their Curve card and it's backed up by an individual card. The back-in-time feature will allow you to change which card backed up for a particular transaction. That's correct. This is after the fact. So if you have an amazing multiplier on groceries and your player 2 has the Curve card backed up with a card that has a terrible multiplier on groceries, you can switch that out and have that transaction go to a card that has a better points multiplier for that particular category. It's a very unique card to say the least. It's kind of open to the public right now. They opened it up to about 100 applicants, and I think all those are full now. However, it's going to have a larger rollout coming very soon. So in my opinion, this could be an excellent player 2 card, especially if you're trying to learn the game. Have you ever driven to the grocery store and swiped your card and then realized, oh shoot, I used the wrong card for that. I should have used something else. Well, now you can go back in time, pull an entire Marty McFly routine, that's a Back to the Future reference by the way, and change which card is backing that up to help get the best multiplier possible. So let me know what you think about this card. It's no annual fee. Is it something that you would take advantage of? And is it the ultimate player 2 card? Let me know what you think about this down in the comments. The pain in the pump, as we all expected, is not going to be relegated to just what you pay at the pump, all right? A lot of other services are going to begin adding surcharges on to help compensate for this additional gas spending, and one of those is Uber. So for both Uber Rides and Uber Eats, there will be roughly about a 50% surcharge on every ride now, and this is to offset the gas spending done by the drivers. This is supposedly going to go directly into the driver's pocket. I hope that's the case because the gas prices have gone up quite a bit. According to AAA, the national average right now is $4.32. Some people may look at that and say, wow, where's the $4.32 gas? I don't know. Let me know what you're spending on gas per gallon down in the comments below. I kind of like to track this. It's pretty interesting. Gas prices are up 24% since last month and 52% year over year. So it's a pretty big jump. I don't want to hear any complaints down in the comments about whose fault this is, all right? I hear some people say, well, it's the last president's fault. It's the current president's fault. It's the oil company's fault. It's the current war with Russia and Ukraine. I don't care. That's not the point of why I'm putting this out here. All I'm saying is it's up to you to help mitigate the damages from these rising gas costs. The charges are not only going to be coming at the pump, they're now filtering in to everyday experiences, especially if you have a lot of cards. You've got benefits like Uber Eats or Uber, there's discounts, there's benefits associated with that. Make sure you're aware of these surcharges because they don't seem huge, but if you do them over a number of different services, it is going to add up. The Fed is planning to hike interest rates, and it couldn't come at a worse time in all honesty, all right? In their meeting in March, there are plans to hike the interest rates. However, we are seeing inflation at 40-year highs of 7.9%, and if that continues, I mean, if you're getting a 3% raise at work, you're still losing money every year. So hopefully something gets under control at some point. But the reason I'm bringing this up is because the spring real estate shopping season is coming. I know a lot of you may be looking at homes as well. Something to keep in mind, these are still historically low rates, okay? So if the Fed does hike the rate, it's not the end of the world, okay? The rates are still historically low. However, we know that when interest rates go up, people are less likely to take out loans. They're less likely to purchase a home. And there are some fears that this could stall out the economy. We'll see how that goes. According to a survey from the University of Michigan, they do a lot of work in this, consumer sentiment is at a low that has not been seen since 1980, 2008, and 2011. So it's very, very low. And if you recall, in 1980 and 2008, we saw massive recessions with the U.S. economy. So hopefully it's not a predictor of the worst things in the world. And I'm certainly not playing Chicken Little here, okay? I'm not doing that. I wanted to bring this up because I know on the channel we focus a lot on credit cards, points, miles, travel, things like that. But these specific decisions, these rate hikes, will have an impact on you whether you want them to or not, all right? And you need to be aware of them and keep an eye on it. And I'll keep an eye out for you as well as these go into place. We'll keep track of how this is impacting the economy and maybe what to expect. But check out these Sunday evening news videos. They'll catch you up on everything. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. This Fed rate hike couldn't come at a worse time. but it's probably going to happen, and stay tuned. I'll keep you posted as much as I can. All right, Brandon, you really ended the show on some really bad news, right? The Fed may hike the rates, gas prices are soaring. Do you have any other bad news? Well, no, actually. I've got some good news, and if you're familiar with the Weekly Pointers news update, you know that I like to end the show on a really good food deal, and this week is no exception. This week I'm talking about Shake Shack. All right, I want to read this deal to make sure I get it exactly right. Every Monday in March, you can place a $15 order through Grubhub or Seamless, and you can grab a free shake with that order, and it will also have $0 delivery fees. That's pretty exciting, right? So with all the bad news on the Fed rate hikes, the gas prices, yada, 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 you can always comfort yourself by drinking a lot of milkshakes. So that's why I wanted to put this one in here. I love Shake Shack. They have great milkshakes. So let me know if that comforts you. I don't know if it comforts you a ton, but maybe it helps out a little bit. All right, so let me know what you think about today's stories. We covered a lot of stuff, okay? We talked about the American Express Gold offers, the new Centurion Lounge, the new Curve credit card. I'm really wondering what you guys think about that one. And then, of course, a couple of bits of bad news with the gas prices and the surcharges with Uber, the Fed rate hike, and hey, we did end the show on Milkshake, so it can't be a bad thing. Let me know what your favorite story was from this past week. I hope you find these videos on Sunday evenings helpful. I do all the homework for you, all right? I try to make it super simple, put it all together. Let me know what you think about these as well down in the comments. If you found this video helpful or mildly entertaining, don't forget to be awesome. Give me a big thumbs up on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notifications for alerts. And when you click on the Brandon Boyd Show, click, click, click. It's going to be time to check in on everything related to credit cards, points and miles, travel, money, finance, milkshakes, and everything in between. And I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. We'll see you soon.